Full force.
Hey guys, TryHard here, and today I am here with my 20 subscribers special. I know that might not be a lot of subscribers, but to me, it kind of feels like something to celebrate about because 20 people is almost the size of a classroom, and if you think about it, that's a decent amount of people. And you always tend to increase in subscribers in the future, so this is kind of just a little milestone along the way. So I have for you guys here a automatic stoplight in Minecraft. So yes, I have all the redstone out for display. Oh, that music might be loud, 1 second. So I have all the redstone out for display for you guys. Basically, I'll show you it in action and then I will get to all the redstone later. Anyways, I am on my new computer right now. Well, it is not new, but I was too lazy to get my setup on it and record. But now it is finally happening, so I hope you enjoy. Anyways, you probably shouldn't notice a difference in any speed or anything like that because there really isn't any lag. I'm getting 60 frames if you're wondering. I'm going to stop talking and actually show you what this does. So, this is where the racers would line up. By the way, in case you're wondering, this map is kind of just, it's not actual, like there's not going to be a race happening, but it's just kind of a cool idea to implement the stoplight into a race scenario. So, I don't think I'll ever have this map up for download because I don't have a way of doing it, but if you guys really want this, just post in the comments below and maybe I might get around to it if I can find a way. But anyways, let's just get to demonstrating it. So this would be the starting line if you were to use the stoplight in a racetrack, but anyways. So the racers get right up to the thing, stop as it goes, things lower, and then you sprint for the finish and then it automatically resets. But yeah, so and then it fills in here so any runners wouldn't fall into the hole that was in there before, and the sand is all tucked away and not a big mound because yeah, the sand comes out and falls down. Hopefully, I might have been looking down at the fence and talking as the thing was coming down, but hopefully you could still see that, and you probably get the idea. There's sand in each one of these, and then it goes red, yellow, green, and then it says go in the chat. Let's see this again in the chat. So starting in 3, 2, 1, and the gates release and you can run. And yeah, so as you can see, the timer starting in 3, 2, 1 was in sync with the stoplight. So I'm just going to explain the redstone if you're interested in it. And then it comes around here, and then all these command blocks 1, 2, 3, those are just the starting in, and then the countdown, and then I just have some delay. 4 ticks, 8 ticks. This is just a delay to line up with the actual stoplight because it doesn't need to be a full second. But then here we start getting into the second delays. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and yeah, I think 20 ticks is 1 second, I believe. So then it goes 2 and then 3. And then under here we have redstone. This powers this block, which also powers this block. But anyways, I'm not going to go down there because it's only 1 block high, so there's no real way to, unless I destroyed everything, to show you exactly. I can kind of give you an idea though. It goes over here and down in here, around here, and it powers all these pistons. There's an inverter in case you didn't notice, because that line is actually off. And then the inverter keeps it always on, so the pistons are extended. But when the race starts, that line turns on, which turns all the pistons off, and then you can run. And then this is the actual stoplight mechanics. So right here we have wireless redstone, because this is all powered by wireless redstone. So this comes in it's kind of a random delay. It's not like there's no real reason that I had this certain amount of repeaters. It's just kind of gives time until the stoplight actually resets, because then this resets the scoreboard, which I used for wireless redstone, and then the stoplight turns off, because this sets the stoplight scoreboard to 1, and which turns on the stoplight, and then this resets it, so then it will turn it off. So we'll actually get into the actual stoplight here, because this is the main part of the whole video. This is just kind of a comparator clock that rapidly pulses. This is actually, in case you're wondering why I have a repeater here, this pulses once every 2 ticks. And the comparator clock actually pulses every 1 tick. But anyways, so this tests for the scoreboard, the stoplight scoreboard, of a score of minimum 1. So that sets it over there, it sets it to 1. So then this comparator will turn on, because it will read true, and then it will go in this kind of, I don't know what you would call it, ladder of redstone almost, just to get up there. Just a simple like double inverter. And then when this turns on, this turns off, and then this turns on, and so forth, then this line turns on. And then this whole piston arm, I guess you would call it, extends and then pushes the sand out. So it's kind of a one-time use only, unless you want to reset all the sand. But to make this for a race, then you would only like actually race once. Otherwise you would have to reset it. But anyways, this is just a simple delay, 8 ticks, and then another 8, so 16, and then 20. So it's just a second delay, so it matches up perfectly with the countdown timer. So for every second, the next one extends, and then so on and so forth. It goes all the way up. It just repeats the pattern going up, and then it goes up to the top. So yeah, I hope that made sense to you. So we'll move on to the finish line. Basically, when you finish the race, you can have this track as long as you want. You run along here. You are greeted by fireworks. Sorry if that's really loud. Might want to turn that down, actually. So anyways, yeah, fireworks, yay! But then, once you're all done with your celebration, you just reset it by pressing this button. I think there was a command block that said I won, right? Yep, Vancers has won the race. Yay! So, I'll show you the redstone and stuff down here. It's just in this trapdoor. I tried to make it convenient. So, what's happening here is that this is when it starts to get, I guess, technical. By technical, I mean like I'll call the redstone different contraptions by their names. Hopefully you know what they are. But this is an RS NOR latch. So basically, if you don't know what that is, it makes it so it can only be triggered once, and then it's permanently on or off, whatever you want it to be, forever, until you activate the opposite side, and then you can reset it. So that's basically what I did. So the command block, we don't, like, since it's pulsing over here, you probably would understand what I mean, but since it's pulsing, oh, and I forgot to mention, dispensers, same with command blocks, can only be triggered every 2 ticks, instead of once, like, every tick. if I just had a comparator clock that pulses once every tick, the dispenser or command block would not be powered. So that is why I have that repeater in there, to make it so it pulses once every 2 ticks instead of once every tick. So yeah, I completely forgot to explain that. But anyways, so we've got the RS NOR latch down here. So when this gets triggered, this will be on right here, and then this will be off, and then this torch will turn on, and then activate the command block that says the closest player has won the race. And then yeah, if you ever want to reset it, you press this button, and then that activates that came down right here, and then activated this line of redstone, which resets it and turns this torch off, and so on and so forth. And then I have that the button runs not only to there, but it also runs over here, so it stops like the clock. So it stops the clock when it's the same thing. It's an RS NOR latch also over here. So when I walk on here, this will be on and this will be off. When I press the button, it will turn this side on again, which turns off the clock. Anyways, so that's what the clock just powers the fireworks, and kind of just have random fireworks going here. Actually, I don't think I've got a good camera angle of the fireworks. So yeah, they're kind of just random colors and any random stuff I could think of. But yeah, I think I explained everything, or at least all that matters, because there's just tons of lines of redstone running everywhere. So yeah, the button goes down there to reset the command block, and then it resets the timer, and then the timer goes under here and powers both firework dispensers. So yeah, it's pretty simple, I guess you would call it, if you know redstone well enough. And then in here, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is use wireless redstone and then some delaying trick to get it in sync and to work with your command blocks that do the countdown. And then yeah, you just gotta reset the score, and then the whole thing will reset itself. It's pretty much all resettable, except for the sand, and you have to click this button when you're all done. But otherwise, it tells you who wins the race, and if you ever wanted to use it for that. And yeah, I just think it's a pretty cool invention. So hopefully you guys didn't get too confused during this special, and I know it was a long one, but anyways, bye.